to like forget, to just like dismiss that claim. It's really easy to dismiss that because it's just like, no, it's not my fault. It's Belos's fault. Just, it's Belos's fault, really. Like, yeah, it's Belos's fault. It's never Luz's. It was never Luz's fault. But then Gus and Hunter start like going beyond just, oh shit sucks. It goes beyond to just like, oh, you're a hypocrite because we help you get everything. We help you get home, then we get stuck at home. And we have to wait months upon months upon months before we even start trying to get us home. Before we even start trying anything. And then the thing is, but then Hunter starts bringing up the fact that like Flapjack had died. Like Flapjack died to save Hunter. Right? Then the next day, Luz gets a new palace. Luz gets a palisman. And so Hunter's like, why do you get to have it all? You get to have family. You get to have a palisman. You get to have friends. You get to have all this. And then Hunter gets nothing. Like, Luz gets all this, but then Hunter gets nada. So it's just like he's just asking, why me? Why do I get this? Why do I get nothing? And that's just like, I wasn't expecting it because like there's a bunch of fan made content about the Owl House and Amphibia, but there's a lot of it about the Owl House, right? And so people have literally been using that as canon, or at least head canon, at least, because we didn't have enough time to really flesh out a season 3. If we had time to flesh out a season 3, they would have fleshed out a season 3 in the same fashion that they did like for season 3 of Amphibia. We would have had probably 10 episodes in the human realm, would have had 10 episodes in the demon realm, would have wrapped it up by episode 20, would have been all done nice and neat, full 60 episode, full show, wrapped it up in a bow, boom, shipped off to the viewers. Shipped off to the fans and the consumers, boom, full show, full completed show right there. But no, we get 3 episodes for a 43 episode, kinda half baked run. Boom, there you go. Boom, there you go. Have it. That's what you get. Deal with it. So, they try. They tried their best, and damn did it work well. I won't lie. So anyways, how Luz breaks out of her dream is actually really well done, except for like a CinemaSin style nitpick. But it's like, how did Amity get a light glyph? How did Amity get a light glyph into this? Like, she doesn't have any on her. How did any of this happen? I find that kind of ridiculous. Like, it's just a nitpick. It's like you just have like a ding. But it's fine. It's just a nitpick, really. At the end of the day, it's just a nitpick. So, yeah. Luz gets out of the dream in a really, like, Luz way. It's like Amity's all like, I challenge you to a witch's battle. And it's like, the inner nerd inside of Luz is like, it's not witch's battle. It's witch's duel. And, like, kind of like an exact copy of Hermione's, like, it's not Wingardium Leviosa. It's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa. Or whatever. I don't know. I can't do the voice well. I'm sorry. I can't do a British voice at 1:30 in the morning. I could try, but I'm not going to. So, if you want an accent impression video, that'd be pretty funny, actually. Just let me know. But she gets out in a really good way. I actually quite like how she gets out. King and Ida are also having dreams at the same time. They're kind of half-baked, really. We don't really see much into either of their dreams. We kind of see like the beginnings of it. And the beginnings of Ida's is kind of interesting. And if they tried working with it, they probably could have made something interesting, but it just kind of falls flat because nobody cares. So, and they know that nobody cares, so they just skip that and then just leave it for like, oh, they must be suffering, you know? Because Ida's father's there, so Ida's dealing with grief of killing her father or some such. Turns out he's not dead, but what are you gonna do? With severely injuring her father or what have you, or whatever. But they know what's important, so they stick with what's important. And Luz's story is more important right now, so they stick with that. Scrap the other two, and we just stick with Luz, which I think is a better way of doing it in that situation. But hey, if they wanted to do it, they probably could have, and they probably could have done it well, considering who they are and what the show they're doing is. So, but yeah. Then they break out, they play the games, they do the foreshadowing for Luz's death. They go into they talk about all the good parts of they're reminiscing about the show, which is actually a really good way of calling back all of the locations they couldn't get to go to because of time constraints. Like they didn't get time to revisit the Grudgeby fields, or they actually did go to the Owl House. I don't know why they brought that up again. I mean, it makes sense in the context of they're going back to the beginning and all the other important places, but I probably would have gone to the Geometry over the Grudgeby field because they go there twice. They go there once because they killed Grom, and then they go once right before the Bonesboro Brawl. And it's kind of just why? It's kind of just weird, and it's something I find a smidge strange, but I mean, it's whatever. Grudgeby was also pretty important. It was important in developing Lumity and the beginning of it all, but whatever. Let's not bring up season 2 then. I don't know. But hey, it's all good. They do go to the knee, actually, which is a callback to when Luz learnt the ice glyph, which I find is really nice. And yeah, Amity does some Deus Ex Machina types, goes on some Deus Ex Machina type beat and starts moving around as a puppet and makes a light glyph to save herself, which she does eventually. And so yeah, that's where they are most of the time, anyways. So yeah, it's really just all I really have to say about season 3, episode 3 is just talking about Luz's death in the finale, really, because the rest of it's really good, but also really simple. There's not really a lot to talk about personally. So it's kind of just I don't know. It's weird, but I could probably make a bunch of videos talking about this, but I could have made a bunch of shorter videos talking about this, but I wanted to just make this longer video, as you can see by its runtime and it being 40 goddamn minutes. So I just wanted to make one long video just talking and talking about what I wanted to talk about, because well, I mean, if no one's gonna watch this show, because I've been trying to convince one of my friends to watch Murder Drones for ages, and they still haven't. It's been a week, and I doubt they'll do it tonight, but I mean, we had our longest conversation in a week about the topic, so maybe, brought it up in detail. We talked about stuff, brought it up again. Hey, if you want to watch it, sent the link for it. So, hey, maybe they will watch it tonight. Or at least the night of when I'm recording this. And maybe in the morning I'll wake up to see a message of their review of the first episode and whether they decide to go any further with the show, if they did like it. And if they did, maybe I'll show them the SMG4 arcs that are the arcs of SMG4, what you really want to watch. If you're into the more serious stuff, I wouldn't really introduce someone to the episodes just themselves, just the filler episodes. I mean there is some episodes you probably want to watch, just the basic ones Mario gets his finger stuck in the door. Like that one's referenced like 3, 4 times. It's referenced quite a fair bit, and it is even referenced in the newest episode that came out today. Like, it's actually ridiculous how much they reference that. It's actually kind of funny. I won't lie. But I'm getting off topic now. Owl House is a show that will be near and dear to my heart forever. It'll be up there with some of the shows that I'll never forget, Like My Hero, Amphibia, Owl House, Hilda, Kipo. I'll never forget those shows. Even She-Ra. I'll forget season 3. Or I was forgetting what season it was in, but I'm pretty sure it's season 3. But yeah, I'll end up forgetting season 3. I won't. I'll end up remembering these shows for the rest of my life, probably. And hey, if anyone I know wants to watch those shows, I really recommend it. But like sometimes, like these shows are kind of specific, and they kind of delve on like a specific clientele with like a really specific kind of humor. Sometimes, like there's some shows like The Ghost and Molly McGee. It would make anybody laugh, really. Like anybody from like your average dad, who only laughs at dad jokes, or your mom, average mom that only laughs at dad jokes, or your average, kid that only laughs at dad jokes. My family. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough there. Just had to, get that out of there. But yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll end up making videos on those someday. But in the meantime, that's about it. If you want me to review seasons 1 and 2 of Owl House, just let me know. Or if you want me to review any other of the shows I mentioned, Amphibia, or My Hero, Hilda, Kipo, or even She-Ra, One Punch Man. I've seen all those shows to completion. So if you want to see a review on them, let me know. But I don't want to make this review longer than the actual episode itself. This review is already longer than Thanks to Them. So I kind of want to wrap this up soon, so I'm going to go there. There are my little Pichus. So I'll peek at yous later.